All right, we're live.
Hello.
Where are you?
Hey, G's here. How are you?
Hey, G.
If you hear tape and other packing noises, forgive me.
She's last minute packing so Tony can bring her package to the post office. I have to go pack a couple packages when I finish this.
Very exciting. Very exciting. How's everybody going? How's it going? I can't talk and do two things at once. I swear. It's like
okay, I'm gonna talk to G. I'm gonna talk to G while you pack your package. She can't do two things at one time, G.
I can hardly do anything at one time, much less two things at one time.
So what you doing today, Greg? Besides, I'm sure you're packing packages right now. Uh-oh.
I'll be ready in a second.
He said, come on, Suzy. Get on it.
You're in my packing central, which is my oven. I swear, I'm packing my oven.
She packs on top of the stove, I think. That's funny. She's a hot mess. I think Johnny must still be going on right now.
Huh? Oh, Johnny?
I said Johnny must still be going on. I went on and told him it was on your channel. Then I had to set on my channel. Then I had to switch it. And it gets so confusing.
It was so confusing. And then I rebooted everything this week. And then I put it on so that there's no idle, like it never goes into lock mode. So I don't know if that's good. I mean,
hey Jane.
Hey Jane, how's it going? Sorry for the noise.
Right. So he didn't start packing his packages yet. He's just sitting now.
It's the noise of like me making $4. Shut up.
Well, Jane, if you just came in, Susie's packing a package. She's trying to get ready for my husband to bring out.
It's like
it sounds like she's putting the whole roll of tape on it, but I put. Hey, Debbie.
I said I don't see people coming in. Hi, Debbie. Why is Suzy under the desk? This is my microwave, and this is my cupboard. And this is my desk.
Oh my god!
Oh, my packing station is my oven top. I swear it's terrible.
Good thing you have a flat cooktop. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Well, if it wasn't, I'd probably be doing it on the floor or someplace. But there's too much dog hair right now. Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, this one's done, so I'm done. Awesome. I have a huge package.
I could see
me earning on this.
I could see your hair color. It looks good.
It's like $4 probably. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of pink. I'm pointing at the wrong one.
But even the darker is different.
The darker turned red.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I have to get the roots a little bit bleached if I want them to turn red or pink. Hi everybody.
Take a deep breath.
Now for fun, Jane will just have to wait for the student.
I know. Let me tell you what happened, Jane. I had it accidentally. You see, when I set it up, I'm admin for Suzy's channel also. So when it pops up, hey, Lisa, it shows my icon and her icon. And I accidentally hit my icon. So then Jennifer had sent me a message. So I had to change it. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
Beth is new here. Welcome. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's Suzy's channel. Suzy. She's from the Philippines.
She is. Sonia from Texas is here. It's early for Sonia.
Sonia.
How are you? You haven't done your hair for 1 year and 7 months? Well, I haven't really dyed my hair. This is just something. It was like a conditioner that was pink, and I put it in while I was talking to you yesterday. And so this hair is pink. My nails are still probably a little pink. And then just put it in, and then I rinsed it out immediately, which is not what you're supposed to do. Hi.
Hey, Chris. Chris, guess what? I sold the large glasses, a set of 4, and then this morning I sold the other set of 4. Of those amber glasses he gave me.
He's never going to give you amber glasses again.
Sorry.
You know, packing glass. I'm going to tell you. I just packed a mug.
Hey, Ken.
I sold it for like, I think about $4.
Glasses for $4?
No, one beautiful skull mug. It was probably worth. I
Oh,
wanted 6,
okay.
but I want things out of here, so I'll take $2 less. But I used up like almost all of my really good bubble wrap on this thing, and I wrapped it like it was $100 item. It was so funny. I'm like, I put little bubble wrap, then I put tissue paper, then little bubble wrap, then big bubble wrap, and then I put corner braces like of paper. Right. Corner. If so, I could probably kick that around the house and it won't break, but I'm not gonna, of course, because they'll do it for me. I saw the way they treat packages at that. You know, the girl was like basically, she was like scanning them and then tossing them over her shoulder.
Oh God!
What are you doing,
Chris? I got to give Dawn something for letting me use the booth. You're so kind, Chris.
Yeah, glass. She's giving you all the glass he doesn't want to deal with.
Right, he didn't want to deal with. I don't mind shipping glass though, Chris. I shipped the other one yesterday. It was fine. I'll ship the other set exactly the same way. So apparently the larger ones are the best sellers. So now I have the juice glasses, and previously before Chris gave me those, I had the little either champagne or dessert glasses. So
first sips of coffee, y'all. I was in bed.
Oh my God, you are late.
Well, I was in bed. I mean, I was definitely in bed an hour ago, but in this hour,
I want to know how Beth found us.
How did Beth find us? I know how Sonia found me, I think, because I probably I probably put in a plug. Did I send you an email saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here?
No, I don't use plush. I ought to rip them apart and use plush to.
Let me see your pink coffee.
Suzy, what are you doing on the floor?
Is this thermal? Am I on the floor? I'm sitting in the chair, but I'm not sitting on a cushion.
Thank you, Sonia. I usually have a giraffe one that my friend gave me, but it's in the car, so I have the pink one. That I thrifted. I paid $25 for it.
I don't like that. See, when you have a camera over here, but your picture's like over there. I didn't touch it. It's doing it anyway. I put it on like a no idle thing, and it's still blipping around. Show me the mug again.
It must have been Bobby's inner thoughts.
Our internet has poltergeist. He doesn't believe in poltergeist, but so like I'm looking.
You want to try it this way?
Well, I can't. I can see you even less now.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put you back.
I can't. I need new glasses, everybody, or at least new lenses.
Well, you need to move more to the other side. No, the other way. Listen to it. No. Now only your eyes showing.
Wait. Get ready for the carnival ride.
No, there she goes. Now you got your forehead's cut off.
And you see my gray hair on my chin. This is not good.
It's okay. It's okay. That's all right. Maria, point towards the door.
I like this the best. Oh, are we going to talk about scary things we got in the mail from either mystery boxes or Goodwill or unusual Goodwill finds? Or are we going to talk about our miseries when we order things like that?
Well, you can talk about your miserable blue box that you got.
It wasn't just a miserable one blue box. It's just the whole experience.
Hey, Jennifer.
Well, now I'm too short, for sure.
Raid.
You know, you'd think that this is the first show I ever did.
Oh, she said she found your your channel from Deb's and mine from yours. Hey, Carol.
Okay, cool. Hi,
Carol needs to be blue.
Oh, and I have to do things like that now. All right.
Oh, now she's gonna hook her phone so she can make.
I gotta find my phone first. Where's my phone? Hold on.
It may take a minute, Carol. That's funny. You got one good thing out of 2 blue boxes. Well, she ended up getting 2 by mistake. I'll let her tell the story, but
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she got much more. Jennifer says she got one good thing from 2 blue
Well,
boxes.
you're saying good. Do you mean like really good, or you mean like just acceptable? Because let's have a drum roll for the weirdest thing I ever got, and maybe even most disgusting. This was in my blue box. People, it is a jaw from an animal. And somebody drilled a hole in it and hung a bead. And if this is supposed to be what they call jewelry, come on, this is like Santeria. What are people doing to me?
And then she got a Pandora ring worth $50.
That's cool.
Hey, Donna.
Well, this is worth like getting their license revoked to be able to send anything out to human beings, because they were supposed to label animal parts on the box.
Debbie says she'll buy it.
How much? Maybe if I make back my $55, it won't be so bad.
Send her an offer, Debbie. Give her an offer.
They had like a lot of like broken chains in there, and you know, they had
Lisa said call and complain, they'll refund you.
You know,
tell them about that saga though. $7, she said. She'll give you $7 for it.
From $7, I'd rather show it to every live I'm in and like make them embarrassed. $7.
It's like homemade from some wilderness crafter.
Probably.
It's probably like mountain men made it.
I'm scared my dogs are gonna start chewing on it and eat it. I would probably. I don't even know. I would $7. I might consider it. I would hope it's worth almost. It should be worth $55. That's what I paid for the box. Sad. No, they have things like this, like stuff with no back on it. You know what you get. You get.
Lisa said she had a dirty ass plush box.
Say that again. Oh, she got a dead head?
No, she said she got a dirty ass plush box.
What was
first and last time she ordered anything.
They had the clips from the rack, so they padded the weight with metal. They had feathers. There were pieces of just arbitrary junk. Like there was a piece of wood. There was a shell. There was just like plastic kind of, I don't know. I said to you, is this a butt plug? I didn't even know. It was just anal beads or something was in there. I swear it was weird stuff in that box. And so I complained. I ordered one. Rusty Christmas one. I ordered one box and they sent me 2. They were having glitches on their system for checking out because they still had boxes Monday morning. And you know that they sell out usually within 15 minutes. So, and they sent me a reminder, you have something in your cart. Why don't you go get a valuable item in your cart? Go get it. So I tried with one credit card. It wouldn't go through. I tried with another one and it went through. But then it turns out I get confirmation for the second order, which is the first box. And they send me 2 boxes, but they charged both credit cards. But they only gave me one order number. And I'll show you here. It says fulfilled and just one order, and then the price there, and then the date is there, right? The other one was like, look at when I ordered last, January 1st and 21. So then they have the nerve to say to me, well, we need the order numbers from both boxes. So how do I do that? Because I can't see. I opened it. I'm looking at the packing slips, and I'm reading them off numbers, and they tell me, well, we're going to send you a kit to return 1, but we need it to be sealed. And I'm like, okay, Captain.
Well, they didn't say how sealed. Tell them you
they said unopened, really, is what they said. And I'm thinking, how could I unopen something to get to the packing slip? And I go, and besides which,
anal beads.
Parts are supposed. No, I did not touch. Animal parts are supposed to be labeled taxidermy, or they have to clearly label when they put pieces. I mean, look, I know they occasionally slip by some ivory and stuff, but they have to have a sign. I know, like you say, people who pack the boxes aren't really looking. They're probably just doing this, and it's the luck of the draw. But mostly it was like tangles of things that amounted to just, rusty metal things with like cords and broken pieces of chain in it that are not
Jennifer
even
said that's not what she considers taxidermy.
okay. I just found it kind of like, what? When I saw it. I mean, I was like, that looks, I don't even know what kind of animal it is. It has like holes in the teeth. Do you think it's a cat?
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know. It could be a fox.
Wait, Lisa wants to know what state did it come from?
Florida, of course.
Florida. That explains it. Louisiana, Florida, you probably get some kind of jawbones like gator or something.
Somebody once gave me the skull of an animal when I was in high school because she it was like her prized possession, and she used to put incense, and there was like a hole in the skull. Like, I don't know if it. And
Oh no! Let me know.
We have
let me know.
in our it could. They look like this. They look like the size of like a large cat or a small dog, and some of them are cat size, right, Tony?
What?
The foxes in our area.
Yes. So.
They're definitely.
Jennifer says fox jaw.
He's looking at my piece of bone, at the jaw that was in my jewelry box that I bought.
Okay.
It's hard to tell, right? I thought cat first, and then I thought maybe fox.
It could be a cat.
It could be raccoon.
It's a predatory animal.
It has like a sharp canine tooth.
It's not like a small gator.
Squirrel.
Maybe it's not possum either.
Dog. You're not allowed to lick the coffee table.
Bangs like that. They get all the teeth.
Well, I didn't think it was a possum. That wasn't in my small gator.
Yeah.
Gators I think they have more sharp teeth in a row, but when they you get more strange and unique boxes, they'll have curated things, and people sometimes will order between like $100 and $200. They'll pay like they have it on the auction site. I don't know. I'm very disappointed.
Even when they do the gators, they do the whole head.
I used to love shopping from shopgoodwill.com, and then I don't know if they got greedy or COVID happened, but you used to be able to get lots of nice things for between, I'll say, 25 to 100 and 25, 50. Then now, before you even blink an eye, things are over $100, and I'm like, when did that start happening? That people will be buying a box of broken stone jewelry necklaces for $150, but of course they're gonna take it. It's all donations, technically, but I don't like when I was starting to order sterling lots. They call
exactly, Lisa.
A lot of the lots would not be, a lot of the pieces wouldn't be sterling. They wouldn't mention that stones were missing from the rings, and it got to be pretty costly for, maybe you find one. Hey, what are you eating? What are you eating?
There's no doubt he's talking to Norton.
It's gone. It went down his gullet already. I don't even know what. He swallowed something whole. Look and see if you left a napkin, and if it's not there, he ate the napkin. I had an interesting piece of wood from one of the boxes that I mean, it was useless hanging piece of wood, but I thought maybe I can incorporate it and make a necklace. And then it was
right,
on the couch.
She said she hopes you're talking to Norton. And I'm assuming not Tony.
I might say that too. There's that big one's going too. It's labeled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going.
But if they wanted you to tell them what number it is from the packing slip, how do you not open it? Do you magically pull it through the box?
I mean, they kept asking for different numbers, and I could only know the number from this print. And it was what do you?
Lisa said Norton got to the anal beads. Explain that to Suzy's vet.
He's chewing on it.
I know. Jane's like, wait, what are you eating, Tony?
A bit. Okay, if I show this, Norton is a big nice bone turkey leg that I got him. You see that? He loves his nylon bones. But if that thing falls on the floor, it's going to clunk really loud. And you're going to think I knocked Tony unconscious. Because it will fall on the floor.
Norton says, leave me alone while I chew my bone, please.
He's looking at Tony. He's gonna do the mailing. Yay! He has the help. He drives me to the post office usually. Ask for a receipt, please, honey. Yeah.
One receipt for more.
They will put it all on one receipt. And don't let them. Yesterday, they wouldn't let me mail an envelope that had a piece of not cardboard in. Oh, I can't go to this man now. Not cardboard. And they said we have to charge you the price of a box. It was a legal size envelope. And I said, well, how much? And they said, well, you already have a stamp on it, so it'll be like another $5. I'm like, jump on the link. I'm not mailing it a letter as a box.
Do I have to ask questions like at the airport? Did somebody else
They
pack
might.
the package?
No, but they might ask you if there's any kind of liquids or a battery. Say nothing is in it, like that.
It's absolutely empty.
They're empty boxes, just fabric. There's I don't know. Should he say there's
Just tell them there's jewelry in it. That's all you got to tell them.
Well, I don't want to tell them jewelry. They might put it in their trunk. Anyway, we live in a
Stop it. They will not put it in their trunk.
Take care. Maybe I should try something. It'll be good. How to make money on it. All right. Bye, honey. Thanks.
Bye, Tony.
Hello.
Are we going to the concert later?
I don't know yet.
It's about 95 degrees. We might not want it. All right. See ya. Farts in a jar. That would be. I just threw away a whole bunch of jars yesterday. I should have tried to capture some of that. And even if I made $1, I'd be making money. But the packing material cost me more. Tell them it's drugs for fun and see what happens. Oh, why? I feel suddenly like very hot. Like
I got my drugs in the mail yesterday. Well, my headache. My headache medicine.
Yeah, her drugs.
I told them I didn't want a signature because if not, then somebody's got to be here. So they just threw it. I heard them. They threw it on the step.
Analyzing the anal beats, Jennifer. I could show you maybe.
Showing them what?
Like the contents of the box, like what they consider is worth $55, aside from the bone of a dead
Well,
animal.
I agree with Lisa. You should have done an unboxing. I told you
good.
that.
I
think so, Lisa.
Okay. There was something in there. I'll show you one thing that was in there that they said was jewelry, which is actually not that ugly. This was in one of the box. This was in the box. I don't remember which box it was. They all became like 2 boxes to me. But this was a key. And they put in these big clunky metal keychains, and
it's a bottle opener.
What is it? It's an opener?
Yeah, it's a bottle opener.
Okay. But it has a keychain top.
Right. But I mean, it's still not jewelry.
No, it's not jewelry. And they had multiples. Let me see.
Okay, Carol.
Is Carol leaving?
No.
Okay.
She says she sent me an email. Right. Only the first 5 minutes. So she could do a bunch of them for 5 minutes.
What?
Unboxing video.
Oh, you're saying when people, there's things like this, like these beautiful, look at these stretchy bracelets. How beautiful. For $55 you get. Like another wonderful thing. I said, they put a piece of string in, and then you said, oh, it's a friendship bracelet.
It is.
But is this really,
I know. I'm not saying it should have been in there. I'm just saying that's what it is.
I got tangles with the anal beads stuck in it.
So Carol sent this.
What is that?
It's a gator bone.
Huh. Well, the front tooth was more pointy. Let's compare and contrast. Gator bone.
No. The other part is not. That part, I'm pointing at people can see. The part where your finger's at is not the same.
This was in there. I don't even want to untangle this with that thing in that.
There's those beads. Don't touch that.
It looked like anal beads, right?
No, you know what they are? You know what that is? That's a piece of this is what I think it is. You know those beads that people got sued over that babies can chew?
Mardi Gras beads are in it.
We get those by the tons. Google Jennifer says Google lends the bone.
I will, but I can't right now. Oh, I didn't even pull up my camera. Like things like these yucky. I mean, this is actually one of the nice things. What?
Jane said, "Don't talk about pulling anal beads out."
I mean, okay, this is not. I mean, it's like okay.
What is that?
I think it's a lanyard dangle that made of plastic that somebody
Some
made.
kind of animal.
Is it? But these are the things that they put in a $55 box. Just like a thing that looks like looks like a light bulb. Okay.
It looks like maybe like a Christmas, Christmas bulb. Is that what it was supposed to be?
Loose anal beads.
No, do those pop apart?
I don't want to touch her.
That is not an anal bead. Stop it.
like these things. They give these away at like fairs. These like rubber things.
Wait, so you said I had never heard of anal beads. Google it. How gross. I'm glad this is on your channel today.
I don't know. Like angels without wings. This is not jewelry, people. And
Jennifer says a homemade crafter's kit, keychain, popped together.
Okay. This is in there. What was this from a hotel? No, from a car dealership in the 70s, probably.
Well, it's old. Keep it. You might could sell it.
I might could sell it.
Jane says we learned so much here.
Oh, I could put this on a chain. $3. Anybody want it? It is really basic.
Yes, junk. Oh my God, Suzy has corrupted, right?
Junk. Oh, a letter N that's tarnished. Is anybody a letter N? I don't know, man. It's dirty and it feels grimy. You don't want to touch
right,
this.
Jennifer? She said some of those old keychains sell.
This is very heavy, this thing. It's like a whiskey bottle. I think this is one of those like glass markers when you're
those wine glass holders.
So this thing feels a couple ounces. It says wine on it. But I mean, it shouldn't be in a jewelry box, people. Right. People of goodwill. Don't put that in a jewelry box.
Wine exactly.
Okay, this is debatable. It looks like it came off a keychain, but it's a big letter P.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody, like...
Jennifer thought it was a grenade at first. Jane says it might be pewter.
Which?
The wine glass.
Oh. Like rusty looking bibs and bobs and I don't know. Plasticky broken things. I mean, come on. Like, give me some glass. Give me some stones. Give me this. I looked at this and I go, oh, a nice thing, finally. And then you see, like, there's no stones in here. And then it's all, like, tarnished. It's like...
Yeah, Jennifer says, well, it's a crafter's box. That's why they threw all that in there.
I know. Here, what does this say? Always. Look at this thing. It's all tarnished.
Well, Lisa said maybe they sent you a crafter's box by accident.
Well, it is. I think it's supposed to be a crafter kind of box. But I think what you hope for is that they gave you a tangle.
Wait, Lisa says, wait, you ordered a crafter's box?
They were.
Sonia said every time she comes in here, she learns something new.
Oh, really? Oh, this might be something I'm not going to throw back. Oh, look, a New Jersey pen. Hey, Jersey.
Oh, you better hold on to that.
I'm going to keep it. Shh, don't tell them I'm not sending it back.
Cheryl.
These are cute for a baby. These are kind of cute for a baby, but honestly. can I really sell this for more than $1? You know, maybe not.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a little kids chain.
That's like so.
Is it your internet that keeps popping in and out?
You know, I had my phone set on not to stop shutting off. Basically, there was like a big tangle of this in there.
Debbie says 100% gross. That's what. Hashtag Goodwill Blue Box Jewelry crap. Exactly.
Okay, now this I open this up and I go, oh, it's cute, and then you go close and the stones are missing.
Yeah, that's
And
sad.
Yeah, and from far away it's kind of cute, but you know, it's like nothing is good.
Right, Chris? Sonia said she learned something new. He goes, is that good or bad?
All right,
Carol says you can spray everything white and hang it on a tree. It would be fancy.
This was like a pair of earrings they get. It's made of like, it feels like aluminum maybe, or brass colored aluminum. It feels like if somebody brushed up against you at a party, you'd slice your neck in half. But it's prettier than the other stuff.
I think so, Lisa. She said it would seriously be a viral unboxing.
I mean, this I thought, oh, a nice chain is in here. And then, you know, stones are missing. It's a crafter box, but it's still kind of like,
you call that nice?
It looks nice from far away. And then you get close to it. You go, oh, they're missing. It's missing like the shiny parts. It would have been nice if it had if these rhinestones were in it. This is one of the nicer things. This was in there, and it is complete and it is not broken. But you know, come on, it's still not that nice. It's like
that looks like a dog collar. No, that looks like a fet collar.
Yeah, you know what?
Right? Debbie said she'd rather spend $55 at Ross or TJ Maxx on jewelry and have something to
This
sell.
was in it. Come on, people. Quality control. Come on. This is so disgustingly dirty. It's just so filthy dirty.
That's
like
gross.
Really put it in the garbage.
Somebody sweat.
It's like put it in the garbage.
Ugh.
Really, it is so gross.
Jane said definitely viral. Just keep talking about all the anal beads.
This is in there. What is this? It's like somebody went to high school, was in a tech class. They gave them a pin and they threw it in the Goodwill box. This is an almost nice earring.
Wait, Carol said so far the best thing in the box was the jawbone.
Really? Yeah, really. This is sort of. I mean, is this?
That's an Avon pin.
Is it Avon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. So it is. Is it worth anything?
Maybe about $10.
Well, I'm keeping it. Shh. No. I would send it back. I want my money back.
Chris, just send it to me, honey.
Oh, these are nose rings. Does anybody have a pierced nose?
Girl, I bought a whole bunch of things. They had so much body jewelry in it.
There were broken bits of body jewelry, and I'm like, what part did that come out of and break? Right. Ew. And why?
Cheryl said they separate the good stuff to do their auctions with.
My fingers feel so disgusting. I feel like showing you the like runoff from in the sink. From this one had like possibilities, but it's gross, really. And I mean, I like shells, but it was. I don't know.
Didn't you say it was cracked?
The finish isn't
right,
nice.
Jane?
I wouldn't sell this to anybody. I wouldn't. Here's one glass.
Hey, Anitra.
Hi, Anitra. Anitra could probably, after going through 5 pounds, find something to craft with. Like, this is a cute earring, but there's no post on it. It's cute.
It could be a little girl's bracelet.
It would be one of the American Girl dolls.
Right. A baby bracelet. Jane said you gotta either laugh or cry at times like this. She prefers to laugh.
This probably was a beautiful piece back in like the 50s if it wasn't broken and if it had beads on it.
Wow, that's sad. That's so sad.
It is so sad. And then they charge you. That's good money. And then
How's your little puppy, Anitra?
Hi, Anitra. Like, there's one nice earring, but it doesn't have a mate.
Yeah.
And it's not even that nice, but it's nicer than the rest. So I'm sure.
Yeah.
know, man. These like, look at stretchy pearl beads with the. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, this is like a $5 box.
Right.
And
No, Jennifer, my hands are right here.
This is like complete sets of earrings that they feel are worth putting in. These they're made of plastic. Come on, with plastic bag. I'm very disappointed. This might be a real necklace. I found a real necklace, but it's plastic. But the beads are
right, Debbie. She said hashtag shame on you, Goodwill Blue Box.
Really? What do you think of this? This is almost a nice one.
That's not too bad. I guess if you sell it as a vintage thing, you might be able to get maybe $8 for it.
Yeah, and now that they
Got
saw
it from Goodwill Blue Box, Anitra. Hey, John.
They'll say, "Oh, well, you tampered with it." We're not
Good
saying.
morning. Suzy's showing her crappy Goodwill Blue Box that she got in.
This was in there. It's so heavy. It's like a tarnished keychain.
Right.
Oh, and there were
She's
things.
showing her crappy blue box, Anitra. It was bad.
It was bad, and the pasty resistance was the.
And this is the one you kept, right?
No, this is the one I'm returning to them.
Oh, okay.
The one I kept is equally not as good, but I took the anal beads. I mean,
one man's trash is another man's treasure, but not for Suzy. I agree, Sonia.
I've gone to like, various yard sales where somebody is selling something for like 50 cents and then I just take it, or $1, and I go home and then I look at it and I go, I can't sell it. But I don't mind paying $1 or 50 cents. And if I took a chance on a $5 bag of mixed stuff, like I get it. Like,
but not that much. That was like $55.
That was $55. I mean, $55 of stuff that really should have been. I mean, I think 98% of that stuff should have been in the garbage. And
right.
Yeah, it's 100% trash. And occasionally somebody gets something like this was in there. So like you said you might could get $10 maybe, but it's a lot of work. And
yeah, I have one of those.
And when I looked at it, it just felt grimy to me because
Anitra wants to know how much you paid.
It was $55.43. And don't you touch that. And the pastel resistance is like they wanted me to send it back unopened. So how can I not open it to give them like all the numbers they asked for? I had to open it. But I still think that the jawbone was I think it's illegal to send things like this in the mail without putting proper labeling. According to FedEx, which they use, you're not really supposed to be sending jewelry in the mail or fur or parts of dead animals without labels.
You're not supposed to send jewelry in the mail?
That's what they say actually on their website. And any jewelry that's worth like a certain amount of money, you have to buy special labels for. Yeah, it's really not worth. It wasn't worth anything. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have wanted it. If that was even $10, I would have been disappointed. I'm sorry. Hey, what are you eating on the floor over there? Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't. I'm so scared.
Oh, nice. Lisa said she went to a church sale and got Yves Saint Laurent vintage clip-on earrings for $2. Sorry, Suzy, not rubbing it in while you're unboxing your beads. Oh my God. Yeah, you see the antique mall that I'm in, they have a lot of jewelry, but it's mostly this lady that crafts her own jewelry.
Let's do that for a minute. I think she should try to sell them for $2.50 too. What were you saying? You were saying something and then stop talking unless I don't hear.
Oh, I was telling her that she said try antique malls. I said the one I'm in, every now and then you'll see a bag of vintage jewelry, but mostly it's one lady who makes jewelry that's in there. I'm freezing. I don't know what they have my air conditioner on.
Suzy lives in central New Jersey and everything is overpriced. And there is one guy who has a store and he does have cases of jewelry and he charges he starts at about $4 and he goes up from there. And I don't know where his limit is. But I remember I went there 2 years ago on my birthday. And then last year on my birthday, Tony said he'd take me back and they were closed. And every time I drive by, the lights are off. But there's still stuff in the store. So I'm assuming it's not completely out of business because why would there be, bric-a-brac in the
Yeah. Lisa says she listed them for $350.
I go online. I can't find his hours. I'm going to have to try to keep calling or something. What? Oh, you listed them for $350 or best offer. Good. Hey, I saw Lisa's video that she had a puzzle that was worth a lot of money.
Yeah, they are. You got your phone up yet?
No, I didn't even open it. I want to wash my hands.
Where is that at, John? And I don't go to denim much, but if you give me the name of it, I'll plug it into Waze and I'll have to check it out. Is it good?
I want to go wash my hands and then I'll take out my phone. I'm sorry, anybody who's not wrenched. You'll get wrenched.
Yeah, see, right now, our church sale has been going on for a month. So they do it every day. So people can continue to donate. They put it out. And I tell you what, I brought a vase there. And as soon as I walked in, another lady bought it. Like they hadn't even put it on the shelf yet. So it's pretty cool. I do the jewelry there. So nothing great coming in this year. So I don't know. I'll probably run by there. I bought some amber glass when it first came in the beginning, and I haven't seen anything worth getting. There's a lot of clear glass, but it doesn't sell well. Crystal clear glass, it doesn't sell well in the booth either, like at all. So I don't even put crystal in there anymore. What does sell is great little salt and pepper shakers.
Back in the day, I went to a thrift shop that had mystery bags, and I told you, I said the weirdest stuff was in those bags. I mean, and I don't, at least they were like $12.95 or $15, which is still a lot of money for junk. Mm-hmm. But
right. Chris, I haven't been buying much of anything lately. I haven't been there in a while. There's this one place, and if you go to the warehouse in the back, it's like almost discarded stuff. They sell glass for 10 cents.
Oh, this was in it. This was from
grocery.
This was from a different thrift store. It was called Unique, and they're out of business right now. I mean, not out of business, but like they're trying to relocate because New Jersey, right. So they probably raised their rent 25. This was in there, and I said, let's find stuff that is. What is it? Somebody crocheted a thing, and then they put beads on it.
That's kind of cool.
It's very ugly in person. However, it's at least it's weird enough that I kept it to say, look how weird this is. Hi, Deborah.
Did Harry come in?
Deborah's work.
Hey, Deborah. Or Deb.
Because in my mind, I'm like, that's Deborah. Who's Deborah?
Oh, thank you, Deb. It's amazing when I put some makeup on, I'll look a little different.
That's sweet.
Marie gave me some powder, and when I look up close, it showed all my wrinkles.
What is that?
I didn't do it. My hands are right here. No, he's not here. Okay.
Hi.
I went to karaoke for a little while with Deb and Pam and Harold. Was it Harold? That was cool.
I went there too.
Except it's way past my bedtime, so I couldn't stay long.
Yesterday I was at a concert, so I couldn't go to Deb's.
I didn't know you went to a concert.
You didn't know?
No.
I went to a concert in the park in Warren, New Jersey. It was really nice. It was like, it felt cool because as soon as the sun went down, it got cool. And there were a lot of dogs there, which to me is more interesting sometimes than the music. And
right. Okay, Jennifer. I don't know. So, John, you gonna tell me that thrift store? Don't tell me if you buy hey, Glenn, if you buy the same thing as Chris, because he'll go. Chris, by the way, nice sale.
Oh yeah. He buys storage units, so he makes
Chris, no glass in them?
Really?
Dang.
Okay.
Then I guess you have to send me the jewelry. Probably none of that either, right? I think you got some things in there from this month, Chris. Some tickets in there. I didn't look real good. All I know is I didn't make my month's rent yet. I have to go today, I think, maybe this afternoon. But then I have to get ready for we're on Kim Adopted Retrospects channel.
Mm-hmm. When is that, tomorrow?
Oh, he can't drop the link because he's not blue, Suzy.
We'll take care of it. Yes.
She's doing it now, John.
All right, say hi or put a number in the chat. We'll see if you blew it out.
Say something, John, so she can see if you're blue. And Carol wasn't blue either.
I can't even see if people are blue. I could just see if they have a wrench, I realized. But back in the day, people used to actually be blue. All right.
Okay, he got it. Did you do Carol?
Oh, let's see if Carol made a comment in the last 10 minutes.
Carol, make a comment.
She might have.
He was going to put a link in for the
Yeah, I don't see her anymore.
Oh, okay. He put a link in for the thrift store.
She probably got grossed out when I was mentioning the bum beads. Yeah, maybe Carol got grossed out when I was opening that box and said that I felt that there were bum beads in there and behind beads. I don't want to even say it anymore. I don't want to say the dirty words. Oh, comment. She made one. Thank you.
Oh, there she goes. Okay, thank you, John. I'm gonna check it out.
I don't think. No, you are. Okay. Look, this is what happens to my phone. I try to touch something, and then the picture goes so small. There you go.
Goes. Debbie says, "Say anal beads. Say it. Say it. Say it, Suzy."
I put in my box, and I said to Dawn,
"Bye, John."
Jawbone and anal beads. Why? For those of you that don't know, Goodwill sent me a jawbone.
Bum beads. What the hell is bum beads?
I didn't want to say anal beads and gross people out. They haven't called for you in the morning.
Well, the whole first part of the show says that.
I know.
Carol said no, she thought it was funny gross, but not gross.
Okay, funny gross, not gross. Okay. But you get like, you open up something and you have these, you hope that like maybe you're going to get, like, I don't know, like the Yves Saint Laurent clip on it's like somebody else. You just hope. Anyway, so
if Eliza Gale was here, she'd be wordy dirty.
I know she'd be wordy dirty me the whole time because I said they had Mardi Gras.
Okay,
what I didn't show was they had the links from the walls, like the metal doodahs, and I'm like, really? You have to weigh that in on my 5 pound?
That's a pretty crappy box, Goodwill.
Yeah, I know somebody at the same week listed an unboxing saying, I got such a great box. And I'm thinking, okay, congratulations.
Who was it that, it was you, that from American Thrift Place. You didn't get a good box. You need to stop.
They were all rusted in Claire's.
You need another source.
Necklace.
Don't order any more boxes off the internet.
I should learn my lesson. I keep hearing these people opening good boxes, and who was it? Oh, that Texas gal, the Texas jewelry lady.
Texas Gal Treasures
a year ago ordered a box from American Thrift, and she said they offered this one to me for free. So I'm doing an on-air boxing. She got like 5 beautiful necklaces of sterling, 5
Yeah, but
bracelets.
you think they did that? Do you think they did that because
Oh,
they
do you
knew?
think they did that because she was opening it on the air? Because then she bought one under an assumed name, and I don't think it had, nice things.
Right.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, I'm doing this because I hope I can resell things, even if I sell them for $4 or $3. But yeah, when you have stuff that's fallen apart and junky or rusted, you can't do anything with it. I mean, I know that Anitra might paint it or put it on a picture frame or make some nice crafts out of it. And I appreciate you can, if you try hard enough, you can do crafts with it. You can get a board and glue things in the shape of a tree or a mushroom or something. You can do it. But if you really,
there's a girl who does that at the booth. She makes pictures. Oh, excuse me, pictures and stuff. And anytime it's a free thing for influencers, it ain't gonna be good for the viewers, right?
you would, I'm sure they try. Well, I don't know if I should say I'm sure they try. I'm sure somewhere, if something is obviously nice, really nice, they're going to take it to sell on their bidding site because they want to make that stuff. No, Cheryl.
Right. Cheryl says it's not what it used to be. She used to order when it first started. I think somebody else said that too.
I did Shop Goodwill, not the blue boxes per se, but the Shop Goodwill site. They still have some nice things, but the prices are triple what they used to be. And
well, a lot of these influencers, large influencers, and I'm not going to name names, go to Goodwill and they find all these things. I don't ever find, no matter what Goodwill I go to, I don't find that kind of stuff.
I don't feel that they're going to, I don't know. What do you think that they call them saying, I'm coming with my camera, come and put some good stuff on?
I don't know, but it's like,
how did they manage?
Wait, y'all, hold on. That's my mom. I always get afraid something's wrong when she calls.
Okay,
hold on.
Yeah. I was going into Goodwill a lot back in the day. There's a Goodwill less than a mile from my house, and I go in there. But I live in New Jersey, rents are high, but they literally have eBay prices on anything that's nice. And yes, you're not paying shipping, but sometimes I love it when they have the Dollar Tree, stuff, and it clearly is marked Greenbrier, and they're asking $4 or $5 for it, and I'm like, back in the day when it was $1. You're laughing. I mean, crack. If you brought it up to the front, you said there's a little crack in it. They might have said, oh, thanks for telling us, and then they throw it in the trash, and my heart sinks, thinking you could have just made it $1 or 50 cents. So they don't know, but I mean, I have bought stuff at auctions and then seen it for the same price at Goodwill like that week and not had to pay shipping. But I mean, I just got it.
Debbie says she has awesome thrifters there. You probably already read that.
You have awesome thrifters? That's fantastic. I'm hoping when we move out of New Jersey, I mean, if we stay, we'll save a lot of money by not moving. I'm 100% sure. But if we eventually do move to Pennsylvania, I know the thrifting is much better there because there's a lot of full-time resellers who live in the general, like within an hour of that area, and they are traveling around every day shopping and getting fantastic things.
My friend is back.
Your friend? I have a friend. Mine is probably a Nat or something. It's
that's what it is. Cheryl said her Goodwill doesn't even have jewelry bags. Now, if I go to Gonzalez, the jewelry bags are so flippin' expensive that
they're not worth it.
Unless you're going to prove to me you got something good in the bag for like $40, $50, $60. Mine has them for like $25, but there's usually nothing ever good in them.
There was a time
when we don't even have good stuff in them anymore. The last thing I bought that was good was 2 packs of men's vintage underwear. I bought them for $8 a piece and sold them for around $56, $59 a piece.
And I want to know, not that, no shade, I think it's fantastic you found it, but even then, don't you think like You know how like elastic goes wonky after a while? I mean, I know you didn't open it to check and you couldn't because it would take away the value. Are they doing it to be like a movie set? I wonder why people would pay so much money for vintage pants that might be crunchy when they open them up.
I don't know.
Oh, weird. They
They wasn't yellowed or anything to say they were that old.
But
I
you
think
know,
they came from
I
maybe.
get if you're filming a movie that's taking place in the 70s, to find things from the 70s that you could put around like the room maybe, or like someone could be
Right.
opening the drawer and it could be in the drawer. It would be
Yeah.
really cool.
You know what I sold really
Would you do
fast?
that?
I bought these crocheted candles, and inside the candle was a Pringles jar,
Oh,
and it was vintage. I sold that for good money, just the
that's
jar,
good.
and then I stuffed the candle with paper.
That's
$37 and higher, and mostly have plastic beads and clip earrings, stretch beads.
stretched out bracelets.
Oh, well, that's good, Jennifer. My sister-in-law took her yesterday. I have to go next month.
Oh, good. Congratulations. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I need to do that as well. Every time I do it, they want to go crazy. I want to go as like someone. I just want to ask them to do a regular test, and then if the test is abnormal, to then do all the other stuff. But once I feel like you can go and do the 3D imaging and then the ultrasound. I think that they don't even look. They just say oh, your ultrasound is waiting. And I'm thinking, do I need it? Do I really need it? Just come on. Maybe I don't need it.
Debbie, she put the megaphone out. Jennifer's boobs are good.
Well, that's good. These days, you want to hear the good news.
Right.
I just know since I've had all those.
I have to go for that and the old
Things
lady
done.
that skin.
It might.
So
They never let me just get away with the annual, and then they give me arguments. I go, well, if they cover a regular breast scan mammogram, that's $250, and mine costs $750. Why don't you just charge me $500? They go, it doesn't work like that. I go, well, it should work.
right.
And they go, no, you have to pay the.
That's crazy.
It's not fair.
Oh, yeah, I hear my husband outside.
Who's
My
he?
son is lawn mowing, and my husband just came, and I hear him. He's trying to call him above the lawnmower, so I don't know if y'all could hear him. My doctor asked me to do it, and I think it's because I keep falling. So that's why he asked me to do it. And I was like, huh?
My bone guy says my fingers are shrinking every time he takes an x-ray of them.
My hands are so ugly. Look how they're all bent up.
Well,
It's terrible.
sorry.
I have my mom's hands.
They're not ugly. I don't know that you'd get a job as a hand model. However, they're not ugly like you say. You know,
they're getting like my mom's.
Oh, I used to go. I used to work in Manhattan, and I would take an express bus into the city, and there was a lady who sat next to me, and she was always wearing gloves. And I finally said to her, "Why are you wearing gloves?" And she's like, "I'm a hand model." And I said, "Oh, okay." And I said, I almost like, can I see? And so she showed me, she goes, I broke a nail. So, and it was just like dangling. And I go, why didn't you try to fix it? She goes, oh, I have to take it to my lady, my manicurist in the city. She'll fix it for me. But I was just thinking, can you imagine like having hands that had to wear gloves 24/7? And if you break a nail, like you have a heart attack about it.
Well, I guess if it's your bread and butter.
Tony once did a hand modeling job back in the day. He was holding something and they took pictures of it, and he actually brags about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Because I'm like, all right.
I don't know. I just hear him dragging cement or something. If he messes up my lawnmower, I'm going to kill him. Hold on.
Uh-oh. It's going to be trouble. Anybody in Louisiana, listen out the window. You probably can hear her. Anyway, are you getting a bone density? I haven't made any appointments. I really need to go to the. I need to find a skin doctor. Sadly, I don't know if you could see it. It's on this side, this side of my nose, and the front and the ridge. I have some abnormal cells on my nose, and I need to get them removed. And I'm worried that they're gonna have to cut a hole in my nose. And Tony has something abnormal on the side of his nose, and he said that's okay. We'll go live in the woods, noseless, and we'll just put like drapes on our face. So okay. And then we were joking around about buying those Groucho Marx glasses and wearing them around.
He was lawnmowing around the carport, and I could hear the blades on the concrete. He's leaving now.
Well, did he put the lawnmower away?
He better just be moving his truck. Hey,
Hi,
Jeffrey.
Yeah, we'll go.
Jane says noseless together. How sweet.
I know. We're going to be noseless together. It's like so sad.
So romantic.
Isn't it?
Y'all can't go swimming anymore.
We have to order in food now instead of going to a restaurant. Yeah. We have to get a booth facing the back and like sit with our backs to everybody.
Y'all both have those little.
Well, what were the Groucho Marx glasses? Oh my God. Look at people just think we're weird. Well, they have good fake things on. I'm pretty sure they could give us some like Lee press-on noses or something.
I know, right, Debbie? But that is a brand new lawnmower. He destroys everything we have. He does. He's very rough.
We could kiss without noses hitting each other.
Well,
or he's wearing a baseball hat and I'm trying to give him a kiss and it blocks me from getting close.
Jane, you're so funny. Oh wait, let's see. Something's going on my.
And then he turns the hat sideways. It's funny. Hi, Pedaling Profits. How's it going?
Hey, Joanne.
So, concert tonight, but it's supposed to be 95 degrees. It looks like it's going to rain.
Right. She says that.
Listen to me at all.
Huh?
You said,
no,
right.
I'm sorry. Something was going on with my sister, and I was reading her text message. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, his brim smacks me in the head, and I can't get close. It's sad. Hey, what is he saying? Jeffrey's saying, Suzy, when I do the live video from downtown Jamestown, you can see the Newport Bridge. I love the sea over there, and I love piers with boats in them, and I went to Newport a bunch of times. Wow.
Oh, Glenn, don't remind me.
Jeffrey, take some photographs of bridges. Those are nice. Pier, like, what do they call them? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain. Piers with boats. What do they call those things usually? Docks.
Docks, yes.
More words come to my head. I swear, when I was telling you yesterday that I was going through the things that people bought, and I remembered making out invoices or requests for money, and then a lot of people that are very different.
Marina.
Yes, Marina. Thank you very much. That was the word I wanted to know. It's people's names. People like Sonia from Texas is still, her name is Sonia, which to me is nice. There's an association like that. And Deborah is Deborah, and I'm Suzy. But there's some people that, their name is something and their other name is something so different that when I look at what I sent out, I go, who is that? Who was that? I don't, who? I know. Who's that person? I never met a person named that name.
You know what I do is I'll put their business name in there. That way, like on PayPal, or it shows up, both of them. So it's easier.
Put it in parentheses or something. But you remember one person, we're not going to name names, but one person didn't want you to do that. And then they had
I do it. I don't do it for her, but I do it for everybody else. Until they tell me don't do it, then I'm doing it.
All right. Well, I mean, I get why some people don't want it, but
Mm-hmm. Just saying.
But now Tony works as an independent contractor, so he has this business. One of them was like in the reselling world. It was Tony Treasures too. So I don't even know if I had put that in the PayPal when we were doing his PayPal, Tony's Treasures too, but it's coming up just his personal name, and people are like, I don't know any Anthony, and
I think mine shows up as my name, but I did put.
And I'm like, people are like, I was wondering who that was, because people are like, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what I got, and I'm like, misery. Sonia's at work. She was typing an email from work thinking it was your chat. Glad I didn't send it. I've done that too. I'm about to I think I'm like on. Sometimes I'm chatting with you and watching a chat somewhere else, and I'm thinking I have to be careful what I'm saying. I mean, even if I feel
sometimes Suzy and I. I might be watching something and she might watching something else, and we're talking at the same time. And I got to make sure I'm not putting nothing. Well, not nothing that is bad, but
put that in a chat. No, I might be telling you I have the runs, but I'm not going to tell everybody. It's like
right.
Like, oh, well, thanks for sharing, Suzy.
Right.
It takes Imodium. It's like, yeah, I don't need to know that. Too much information. Thank you.
Exactly.
But we will tell each other that because there's a reason why we are not occasionally talking. And we have cramps.
The what?
Well, I was saying, sometimes we get sick and we'll tell each other, we'll type, oh, I have such a headache, I feel like I'm about to pass out, or,
Did you say cramps?
I said I get cramps a lot. What did you say, cramps, do you think? I don't have cramps. No.
That's what you said. I'm like, what did you say?
I don't have cramps. I don't have any kind of VD, if that's what you think. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
I got a free bill of health.
Thank you, Joanne.
Ew, those things are gross. Did you ever see them like magnified?
No.
Well, you had cramps in your car.
Oh my God.
I get cramps.
Right, Jane? Jane says she's working too. Careful what screen she's on. Bye, honey.
I revived sisters.
Oh, probably from the marina. Bye.
I don't have cramps like that.
Speaking of crabs, I took Haley to pick up. She went and she picked up some boiled crabs.
Yeah, I said you had crabs in your car.
I know. And Marie got in my car later. She goes, "You had crawfish in your car?" And I'm like, "No, your sister had boiled crabs." And then she said they were nasty, but they smelled so good. So I told her, I said, when I drop you off, I'm just going to push you out and then I'm going to go fast and keep your crabs. But she said they were awful.
Oh, now you're making me, I feel like I have to spray that box down. Not Listerine, like Lysol. Listerine.
Oh my God. Lisa wants to know if the crabs came from the anal piece.
Oh my God. Hi, Revive It sisters are here. She's like,
hey, Heather, how are you?
Bye-bye.
Oh. Oh my God.
Is Revive It sisters really? Is
That's
that
Heather?
And is she really Debbie's neighbor? And do they know each other in person?
I think so.
I like soft shell crab. Talking about crab, I was
like Debbie, Lisa.
Maybe if I sell another 5 packages, I can afford to buy.
Not Debbie's neighbor, Lisa's neighbor.
Oh, Lisa. Wait, I have to read like this.
Shit.
She's Lisa's neighbor? Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, she lives near her.
You mean she's from New Jersey?
They're neighbors, but they have not met.
Wait, Revive It sisters. You're in New Jersey? I'm in New Jersey.
Let's see. John's pretty close to us. He's our neighbor, but I haven't met him.
This is the New Jersey chat now. Let's get together, Jersey people. We should get together. Oh, I love sushi. Let's do New Jersey. You guys got to come a little north, and I got to go a little south, and we should somehow meet in the middle. Is there like I'm in Central, so could we do North South or South Central? And you're in Delaware. Do you have a car, Jennifer? Can you make it an hour north?
Oh, did you, Chris?
Oh, you're in the next town over. That's really close. Wow. When I was big in Instagram, I was taking a lot of local pictures, and I met one of my friends that I'm still friends with from Instagram because she was taking pictures of sites I had been to. So I said, we must be neighbors. And we were I mean, like, she lives on the complete other side of town, but we are basically neighbors. And we got together and we started doing photo trips a lot, and it was fun. And then she said, there's somebody near you who takes pictures. And I was following that person. We found out he is literally on the next street from me. Like,
oh, wow.
Like right across the, like,
you crack me up though when you say that's like 20 minutes away from me, and I drive that all day long. So
well, you know, I don't leave the house much, so 20 minutes seems sometimes like it. I don't know, you know, back in the day in New York City, when I lived in New York City, I was almost 20 minutes from the lobby, so it was a long, you know, it was a long everything was a procedure. If I had to get anywhere, I had to leave 45 minutes before the normal amount of time because I used to park miles away from where I lived. I would sometimes bum rides from people in the elevator. I'd say, where are you going? And I'd be giving them the third degree. Where'd you park? Can you drive me to my car? I would be like, man, I was very like pushy about it. Because, you know, sometimes you're circling till you find a spot in New York City. It could be like really far away.
Oh, they still talking sex toys and anal beads, and they're funny.
It's funny that Sonia looked it up, and then she goes, oh, interesting. Well, when I first heard about that, I was like thinking, that's a thing? People like that? Oh. Like,
apparently.
Apparently, it's a thing. Yeah, it just seemed like the most ridiculous thing when I first heard about it. But, you know, what do I know? I guess at that time, I had a vanilla mind, you know, which I like vanilla ice cream. So it's probably true.
Wait, I must have lost something.
Oh, so these...
Get your mind out.
So Revived Sisters, do you do resale too? Because, like, you know, what Lisa has to not spill beans on her favorite shop.
I know.
Because they could be like, ooh. It's hard to go thrifting with someone who likes the same stuff that you like, because you're both going good at the same time. And you're like, I got it first. No, I got it. But it might be fun to have a yard sale together. Maybe you could swap stuff. I don't mean swap husbands or girlfriends.
Yeah, they resellers, she said.
Swap stuff. You know, now you say the word swap, and instantly you're like a pervert.
And you what?
I said I said maybe they could swap. And when I said, I'm like, you know, not husbands, girlfriends. I mean, like.
Sonia says she's learning so much. She's afraid to leave because she might miss something.
Tony has a shirt. And I said, are you a pineapple person now? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, and then he looks at it, he goes, oh, some of them are upside down. I was like, I go, you wore that to a barbecue party. And he says, it's okay. I'm still with you.
Right. Heather said they had a sale last night from our channel. It was awesome. When's your next sale, Heather?
Oh.
Oh.
Don't ask me about the anal beads.
She said we don't have husbands to swap. Every Wednesday at 6:30. Okay, cool.
I said, oh, too bad. It just, you know what? I think this is.
I know, right? Right,
Jay? My mind. Listen to this. I met a guy on the phone. I was working as a receptionist at an office. This guy keeps calling for business, and he says, I like the way you sound. And I said, okay, thanks. He goes, are you single? I go, yeah, I'm single. He goes, you want to meet? And I'm like, I thought, all right, why not? And this is back in the day before they had, like, I don't think I had a computer to be looking up photographs. So then he goes, I have an idea for a date, but I don't know if you want to go through with it. And I go, what are you talking about? And he said, well, I know these people that are having a party. And I go, okay, first date party. I thought maybe, you know, whatever. And then he says, it's a key party. And I go, what's that? And do you know what a key party is? Dawn.
No.
Okay. Does anybody in the chat know what a key party is? Let's just ask. Because you're not listening.
I am listening. A key party. He told you he was going to bring you to a key party.
Uh-huh. And then I asked somebody, what's a key party? They go, oh, no, you don't want to do that.
Jane said yes.
Okay, get Jane's from my ear.
Debbie
I
says
saw
yes.
a movie about it. People walk in and they put the keys in a bowl. And then on the, I don't know, is it just like happenstance who you pick? Or because he told me on the phone he was into swapping. And do you know what swapping is? Maybe you don't know what swapping is. Okay, so he was into all that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking, I don't even know if I want to kiss you. You know, much less all this stuff. I was like, yeah, no thanks. And
nah, I'll pass.
yeah, I mean, you know, if you have like hot neighbors and then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, I got that one. You know, I mean, come on. It's just, I'm too old for that nonsense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
no,
really.
No.
Yeah, but back then I was probably like, you know, it was probably like in 1986. So
Right.
I'm
well,
sure
Lisa said she doesn't like to go thrifted with other resellers
interesting chat.
because somebody's
I've had some weird invites for first dates. I'll tell you.
Sonia says, wow, another thing I just learned. Jennifer said she ain't swapping shit. I hear that, Jennifer.
I would swap jewelry, but you know.
Pearl, you having your first cup of coffee? I'd like a cup of coffee, but well, there's karma, Lisa. That's right. It'll catch up with her.
Who?
The person that she took thrifting with her and the person that stole from her.
Oh, wait.
Story she told a while back.
I want to know. I feel like I missed this thing. Somebody did a video about somebody taking their cart at Goodwill. And I was just clickbait. And I'm thinking, I've had stuff taken out of my cart at the bins. And I had stuff put into my cart at the bins that I didn't want. And I'm like, why would anybody do that? That's just outright.
I held on my cart when I went to the bins on the way home from your house.
What? You did what?
Huh? I said I held on to my cart when I went to the bins on the way home from your wedding.
You know,
Lisa told Pearl, you're missing all the fun.
The bins I used to go to were the ones in Belmar. And it's so, you know, it's if I leave early enough in the morning, you know, kind of like if I arrange it so I'm not hitting any traffic jams and I do sort of side streets around business areas, it would take me about an hour and a half, an hour and 25 minutes. And
it was her antique booth partner. You remember that story.
Oh, right. That was terrible. And I had like, it used to take me about back and forth, like a whole tank of gas almost. So it was an investment in time, you know, because it was like basically 3 hours of travel and a whole tank of gas. So I would want to make the most of it. I would stay there all day and I would want to fill up my car. So I would wait for a few bin exchanges, and they do it very slowly there. But so I would sometimes fill up 2 carts of stuff, but in between bin changes, you go through what you want and you put it back. Mm-hmm. And we used to take like tablecloths and put it over our carts and park them near the furniture. And I always used to see people like staring at me. And apparently they were going through my car while I was busy digging with the second cart.
Taking the good stuff.
Yeah. Because I remember once I bought a poncho. And when I came home, I'm looking for my poncho. And I'm like, where's my poncho? It was gone. I was like, bummer.
Right.
Oh, she's like, we'll have to go to Suzy. She barely leaves the house. I don't leave the house. I will leave the house, but I don't have air conditioning. And oh boy, I was driving on the highway the other day, and it was around 100 degrees, and that heat from the roadway was terrible. It was like a blowtorch fume. I know.
Sonia said, Pearl, this channel is so informative.
Well, what do you
Well,
want to
we usually don't
we can
inform you
talk
on
about
things
it.
like that. Like it's
like-
normally like hormones and our ailments, but not
We should put
beads
21
and
plus. Yeah. Well, look,
crabs.
let me show. Just so you know, I started out the show telling you about my surprise item in a Goodwill box, and I was already offered $5. Was it?
$7. She offered you $7.
$7 for it. $7. This was in one of my boxes. I got 2 boxes. I think this was the second one. Who wants? So this was when I first was looking through, and this thing, like, I got bitten. It's like, what bit me? What's in there? One of the teeth is missing, by the way. And I was like,
I can go shifting with thrifting with Chris because he doesn't buy the same thing I buy. He hates glass.
right. So Debbie, $7. I'll put it in your box. Debbie
said I don't know, that offer might have passed now.
Maybe I have to. Maybe it's worth something. I have another skull in my basement. Maybe I could just do a whole disgusting box of body parts of animals. That's horrible. Horrible.
Did y'all see Chris's plush sale? Nice, Chris.
Yes, but
$150.
Did you get $450
awesome.
for a plush too?
Debbie says comp it.
I'll comp it. Why? Did you comp it already?
Right. I wish I had a jewelry jar Sorsa. I know, right? Hi, what is it? Butter Roll Boutique. Hello.
Hi, Butter Roll Boutique. How are you? My guest.
How's it going?
I
How
don't
you
know.
find us? Unless you are somebody
What was
Suzy
the thing
knows.
about Jews? I want to know what the Jew commented. I never.
Oh Lord, watch out, Lisa. You said a dirty word.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just curious about the Jews. Maybe she meant to write jewelries, but she wrote, Jennifer, I never cared about the Jews. That's why I could go with the crazy lady. But when I'm out myself, I do the cleanser. And that's
okay. Lisa, explain, Lisa. She made a typo. Jules.
I was thinking it was something like jewels or jewelry.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, my sister-in-law is Jewish. As a matter of fact, Tony's sisters, both sisters married Jewish men.
Okay. She found us on Cajun. On Johnny's channel.
And so occasionally I get invited to I used to get invited to Hanukkahs and Passovers a lot.
You are funny.
You know what? I like an area that has a mixtures of people. I don't want all one religion in any place. I hate to say that. I'm sure if I was of that religion, I would find it comforting. But I like that. I always liked that there was a temple and a church and another kind of church and maybe another kind of worshiping. They built this beautiful white.
Right.
I want
it's Bobby.
Indian from India temple, and I forgot the name of their religion. So I'm so bad. But you could go there.
Lisa said she's driving, so when she stops at stop signs, she types real quick.
Imagine if they sold Jews. It's sad. Oh my God, it's horrible. They sell Jews at their shops. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
so
do like it. I like it. Back when I lived in the Bronx, there was a temple for Buddhist monks, and occasionally you'd see somebody in a monk outfit out like walking around. And I was wondering if they actually went to the stores or how did they like feed themselves, because you only saw it once in a blue moon. And Hindu or Sikh, I think it's Hindu or Hindi. They have, I heard that they have a place like a I want to say a cafeteria style place where you can eat there. I went to the one of the biggest Hindu temples in Canada, in Toronto, on the outskirts of Toronto, and it was so beautiful and so
very
inspiring.
ornate.
Our, the amount of labor to make every little piece, and it was big, and you could go inside, and I went, and it was weird. Like, I think they had a ladies part and a man's part, and you had to take off your shoes when you entered, and you go in barefoot. And so
Lisa says she's running to the post office. Can you hold the bead talk till she gets
all
back?
right. But I remember they were like putting incense all over me, and if I wasn't allergic to like incense, it would have been really better. But it was, I enjoyed being there. It was very peaceful. I love going to churches when I go to a town, and if temples are open, any place that lets you go in and take a look, I love it. When I was a child, I started doing this back in the 80s, and I went to Europe one summer. I saved a lot of money. I bought a ticket. I had a backpack and a sleeping bag, and I was off. I didn't even know where I was staying. I had a friend in Holland, and she invited me to spend the summer with her. And when I was on the plane getting off, I thought, what if she's not there? What am I going to do? And I said, I guess I'll have a big adventure. But
Yeah, maybe some coffee.
she met me, and I remember going to churches in other countries. It was fascinating.
You can open it if you want.
I mean, I'm not into, I want to say I'm not into organized religion, but I enjoy looking at the architecture. I think that faith is a gift for the people that have it, and I find it interesting. I mean, interesting in many ways. Sometimes, I'm not interested in their, a lot of the things that they believe in, but otherwise, I still find it interesting.
There's some beautiful churches in New Orleans. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Cathedral is gorgeous.
I love cathedrals. I love to see cathedrals. Yeah, so nice.
Thank you, Pearl.
There's a church with Charles Chagall stained glass windows in Tarrytown, New York, and you have to arrange to go there. They don't just let you in willy-nilly, buy tickets and stuff. And I remember before I moved to Jersey, I went to go look at it. It was cool. I mean, he's kind of like a modern artist, and I don't always love his art, but I like stained glass. And there's, in the church near me, as a matter of fact, do you like graham crackers? They were invented in my town. And the church,
graham crackers.
A pastor who was head of a church down the street here, and that church is gorgeous too. And they have Tiffany windows. So
Brazil had some super nice churches as well.
It was beautiful. And if you go in there, they sometimes have like open house days where they'll talk about everything. I like going in. Oh, the mission.
Yeah. What, Jennifer?
Brazil. Ooh, he's been to Brazil. Nice.
Yeah.
I remember going in Edinburgh, Scotland. We keep blipping.
I'm not touching it. My hands
I'm not touching it either. I think it's right. I think that something happens with my internet, and it readjusts
on Deal of the Dawns and on Nana's, I think.
And I'm pretty sad.
Jennifer? What? Jennifer said what?
What?
I got to make y'all laugh. So I told my son, huh?
We need full sentences.
A priest in New Jersey invented graham crackers.
I think it was a pastor, but yes. He actually, this is funny. This is a kind of funny story. he believed that graham crackers would curb sex drive, and he thought that his parishioners
Really?
were too interested in sex, and that if they were more chaste, they would be able to pay attention to God and be able to study about more for the Bible.
So if they ate graham crackers,
It was like it would curb them from wanting sex.
Jennifer
Back,
said, "What is the full sentence?"
uh, so so apparently my town was a sexy town before, back in the day. This was a Revolutionary War town, but we actually lost the battle to the British. But they reenact it every year. It's funny. They reenact the losing battle.
Jennifer. She said she thought that's why someone invented the vibrator. Jane says she heard that too.
Okay. Well,
I still want to know how graham crackers can curb that.
I don't know. I actually think if somebody would make me a nice s'more, it would be kind of sexy right now. So,
oh my God, I love s'mores.
Well, I think it's baloney. I mean, well, now we have all those fancy ingredients in graham crackers like sugar. So, they're more appealing. I think back in the day
no sugar in it?
I think originally they did not have sugar. They were just like a cracker made with graham flour. And sometimes my town I live in Boundbrook, and they have Boundbrook days. I'm just like throwing it out in the universe. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, but yeah, don't come knocking on my door. I have cameras. Anyway, 2 dogs. So anyway, they
really, Jennifer, I think she told me that story before.
They have graham cracker eating contests instead of pie eating contests. It's so funny. Well, the appetites.
Right, Carol?
Yeah, it's true. And, they used to put, why they call Coca-Cola Coke? Because they put it in there. So, and Pepsi, a little bit of it too. That's why you get a little pep from the Pepsi.
Sonia says, so no more graham crackers. That's why I can't kick the habit.
Well, you can eat your graham crackers, but, when your honey
goes... Lisa, you missed how graham crackers are supposed to curb your sex appetite.
That's so funny. If you eat too many graham crackers, you're going to be less appealing to everybody. That's really true. If you eat too many graham crackers, you will become more chunky. You have more junk in the trunk. Around in some areas, having more junk in the trunk is appealing. But, and the closer you are to New York City, I think the less appealing it is. Because they apparently like people to look like little boys.
Shane says, so what if you had Coke and graham crackers? Yeah, Lisa, you missed it. So, Pearl.
Wait, the sharks in the ocean are eating. That's going to be a movie. Mark my words, that will be a movie in a year or two. They will have they had the bear on Cocaine Bear. I saw that movie, actually. That was almost a stupid movie, but it was funny, stupid.
Did he look at you like you were crazy, Pearl?
Who?
She said she was talking to some man. He had an accent. She goes, are you from Argentina? He said, no.
Just no.
He was from Brazil.
I once went out on a date with a guy from Argentina. Oh. He was very good looking. He had very small hands, though.
Did he have small feet?
I don't remember. I just remember thinking the small hands were kind of unappealing to me. But he was very interested in everything being perfect at our dinner. And I wanted more mixer in my cocktail, and he made the waitress take my drink away. And I said, you don't do that here. And he goes, why? I go, people spit in your food. He goes, they will not do that. And I went,
Pearl, Jane says you were drooling according to the kids. That happens, Pearl.
Oh. It was funny.
Carol said her family likes peanut butter and graham crackers. Nope, not for her.
I like Nutella. Sadly, I was looking around. What is it? She's saying hammerheads are. Wait, what did I do? Hammerheads are biting into cocaine bundles dropped into the ocean by dealers, it's making them crazy. Are they really getting affected by it? You would think the ocean would wash.
Well, you would think they would be.
I don't know. Well, maybe, probably. Oh my God! Did you ever hear the story about Roxy and the coffee beans? It's another story. I used to do photography, and I bought a bag of coffee beans and I poured it into a pie plate, and I was like photographing my jewelry on it, and I was trying to make it look interesting, and I left the pie plate on the floor near the window where I was doing the photography, and I came downstairs, and when I went back upstairs, the pie plate was empty. So
Trixie ate all the beans.
Well, it was either Trixie or Roxy, right? But Roxy then was a puppy. So I really thought it was Roxy. Roxy was more interested in being like that. Like right now, I would have blamed Norton. But anyway, Norton wasn't in our household at the time. So I called my vet and I said, is it okay for a dog to eat coffee beans? And he said, well, like 1 or 2, but like if they ate a lot, it's really not, it's poisonous. And I was like, oh no. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, a whole pie plate worth of coffee. He goes, get that dog to the emergency right now. So I didn't 100% know which dog it was. So what I did,
you had to pay to get both of them checked.
Right. And, so when I went to the dog hospital with both of my dogs, and they said, you have to call the poison control center and make an account with both of the dogs. And, it costs a lot of money to do that here for some reason. But I did it. I did, he said, we'd do it for you, but we'd have to charge you an extra $100. And I go, give me your phone. And I did it. And so I called and I said, I think it's Roxy, but because it might be Trixie, I'm supposed to give you both of the dogs' names. And they said, okay. And then I handed it back to the doctors and they took Roxy. I said, do Roxy. I think it's Roxy. They go, well, how do you know which dog did? I go, look, if Roxy starts puking up coffee beans, we'll know it's Roxy. And they say, do you know how many approximately they ate? And I go, well, as a matter of fact, I do. Here's the rest of the bag. And this was a pound bag. So there's this much left. So they weighed what was left, subtracted, and then they figured they could count.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, they tried once and a couple of coffee beans came out. And I said, well, a lot more was in the dog's guts. So they did it again and they go, oh, we got like most of the rest out. I go, most. And they said, well, do you want to leave her here in the hospital? It would be like $1,000 a night. I said, no. And they go, really? The dog should be checked. I go, how many beans came out? And they said, well, almost all. They said, can I take her home and we'll just watch her? Well, needless to say, this dog was running in circles till 3 a.m.
I guess it was. All that caffeine. Jennifer said, what?
So, yeah, and the reason I was saying that, I imagine that sharks on cocaine would be seriously swimming in circles.
Oh, that sucks, Pearl. You should never spill coffee.
Yeah, I think everybody who owns dogs should probably have the poison control number out because I know.
So what they give him, like Ipecac? They gave her Ipecac to make her throw up?
I don't really know what they do, but I think usually what they do is they give hydrogen peroxide mixed with peanut butter or something, or they, if you're in the hospital, they'll do a certain amount of cc's right down the gullet so they don't have to taste it, and then they wait. That's what they do. I think that's what they do to make them throw up.
Thank you.
At least my friend who called the poison control number, they said, put 3 tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide, mix it with peanut butter, and then put it on white bread. And then the dog will eat it, and then that'll make them throw up. That's what they told her to do. I don't know if that's what they still tell them to do, and I don't know the ratio of hydrogen peroxide to pound of dog. So,
yuck.
I'm not a vet. I don't pretend to be a vet, and I don't really know if your dog ever eats something poisonous, though. You really usually
Do not follow Suzy's advice.
Well, you do need to make them throw up, but find out for yourself how to make it happen. Yesterday, when I was sitting in the field watching the concert, there were so many floaters in my right eye that it was distracting me. Like,
Did you have flashes of light?
No, it was like, it looked like swirls, and then like, you know, like when they showed Ebola viruses, like how they look like squiggly things. It looked like I had Ebola viruses in my eye, and
I
was
usually get one every now and then. I can
so
see it.
weird, and I was so distracted, and my head was kind of pounding. I was getting a migraine, and I didn't have any medicine with me, and it was just like, I was wondering what was happening. I said, if I go out, you know, tonight in this nice field, listen to music, you know, it wouldn't be bad.
That's nice that y'all have that.
But
Pearl says another awesome, another thrifted cup, Pearl.
At least I didn't die.
Yeah, right, Jane? Tiny little squiggly. My eye doctor I went to last week before, whatever, they said as long as you don't have a bunch of them and flashes of light.
I do see occasionally flashes, but I think the flashes are like when you, for me, it's like when you get migraine. Why?
You shaving that dog hair?
Yeah,
Close your eyes and just listen.
I'm pretty that dog hair. It only happened when when you look at a sky, like right after the sun is like going down, you could see it. It's weird. Get checked. Yeah, look at her. Type capitals.
Because I get that when my eyes, when I get dog hair in my eyes.
Do you know, I was asking my husband, I go, can they do like eye liquid transplants? And he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, how would I know? I go, Google it for me. And he goes, of course they can't do that. And then he's like,
drink a lot of water today.
Okay. And he said, oh, they can. He just said, how would they get you to sit still if, like, I said, I'm pretty sure they put your head in a vice and then they have things that hold your eyelids open. He goes, like away from like the needles. I said, I hope they would knock me unconscious.
Wait, you're saying to put fluid in?
I don't know. Take it out, put it in, change.
I had a procedure where they take fluid out. Okay. So you know how you have the little thing where you put your head in the chin and rest it? And then she put this thing in my eye to hold it open.
Oh. But what about the eyeball itself? Did your eye back? Could you move your eyeball while that was happening?
Well, she just said try to keep your eye closed, and the little laser just keeps poking. It wasn't painful. It was just uncomfortable. So then my eye started bleeding. So then she had to wait a while. It wasn't great, but
I went to the eye doctor having an episode where my vision went out and I just had peripheral in my left eye, but I was sick. I mean, I was sick in other ways, and I don't need to go into the other ways, but top, bottom, and sick, and pain, and
I was just thinking we went from the bottom to the top.
Well, anyway, I sat in the bathroom for like about 20 minutes waiting for my vision to come back. And at some point, Tony was like, Suzy, are you okay? I packed up your food. What's going on? I'm sure he ate during this whole time.
Oh, wow, Jane. That doesn't sound nice.
Wait. That almost sounds a pull tie?
A scleral buckle put in one eye due to a retinal detachment.
Wait. You had your eye frozen on purpose, or was like...
You had a retinal detachment.
Oh, because it sounds like, in a way, you know, it gets to be 42 below. I imagine your eyeballs could freeze just by accident.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Well, I know he said that, like, is it the optic nerve or the retina? Something has a fold in it. He said it's nothing really to worry about. All they say is that if all of a sudden you see a lot of floaters, now it looked like not just black spots, but it looked more like that.
Squigglies.
It
The
just
little
looked like
squigglies.
cloudy liquid. Oh boy, that's frightening. But it was more than I felt comfortable. It was very distracting to see it as I was sitting there, because I'm sitting here and I don't see it. It's probably there and happening. It's just not noticeable.
Yeah.
I just see it as bad vision. But when I go out and I saw it as what was really going on, I'm like, wow, that's not good.
Yeah.
Like,
My doctor told me if it happens a lot to let them know. She says she sees right now.
I need to go to a real doctor, not just the kind that gives you prescription.
Yeah.
Probably. And then I told somebody about this yesterday, and they're like, are you covered? And I'm like, of course I'm not covered. I have a $5,000 deductible. So it's all on me. Thank you very much.
That sucks.
Yep.
I don't know, Jennifer. I think it's her internet that pops her in and out. I think it's Bobby channeling, because Bobby wants me on this side and not the other side. I don't know where she's going.
I see it more on the phone than I do on here, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite common that they have to pop your eyeball out and put elastic in the middle of it and put it back. Did it feel weird at first?
Okay. I'm about to kill my little friend who only comes when I do my live. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Look, I got another set. Well, I sold the glasses that Chris sent me, but look. Hey, Bobby. Yes, it's Bobby. See, I told you. I told you.
Bobby,
that's funny. Look, I sold her. Remember I showed you the other day?
Oh, she's really cute. And you said, how should I describe her?
Right. And I sold her. I sent an offer for $7.99. I had her for like $8.50 or something.
It's so cool that you can make up your own offers. On Poshmark, they make you do a 10% offer,
and you don't have to. Yeah, on eBay, you can put your offer. It has to at least be 5%. But
I guess when it's not that much money, it's not like,
Well, I had like 15% off in general on my channel, so I gave them another 5 on here. So it went from like $8.50. Maybe it was like 6%. I don't know what it is, but $7.99 and minus the fees.
Oh, let's congratulate Jane. She got an Etsy sale. Congratulations.
I know, I did. It's congratulations. It's Precious's birthday tomorrow, y'all.
Oh.
She's going to be 6. I don't know where she is.
Where is that little dog? She's always in your house. Precious.
Thomas is playing with her. Thomas is watching the dog. She's probably sleeping.
What are you doing for the birthday? Can we sing now or not? No, she's not around. I'm not going to sing to her.
She's not here. Precious!
Cares if I sing at all.
Precious! You see my Precious? Look, Jennifer, I've been selling like one thing a day. I got 700 and something listings. I took a bunch. I had 1,000. I took a bunch off that I donated to the church and stuff.
I should try Etsy. I should try to make an Etsy. It seems frightening to me because that's front. I thought it was 40 cents a listing, but
she must what?
Have
on Etsy it's 30 cents a listing.
You got 50 free listings. I don't know if they still do that.
I think I have one thing on on Etsy, and I think I took that off. I don't know. Who knows?
I do have some stuff.
Okay. I missed it again, y'all. It's driving me crazy.
How about some spray? Just like it's water. Get it wet. It'll fall and kill it. Sorry, we're talking about killing a gnat.
A gnat.
A gnat.
It's Precious. It's your birthday tomorrow.
It's 20 cents US per listing. That's not bad. But you have to do it every month, right?
I think she was sleeping. She's nice and warm.
Do they take a commission on the back end too? Do they take like 10% or 20%?
They take something. I'm not sure what it is. Jennifer could probably tell you.
Look at the Precious.
Yeah, it's her birthday. She's going to be 6. I kept saying she was 4.
Happy birthday, baby.
Haley's dog is
She is
she's gonna be 6.
6. Look at
She's
you.
an old lady.
Aw. Well, at least when she goes gray, you won't be able to tell. Maybe.
Well, she is turning gray. So she needs to be groomed though. I gotta bring her to get groomed.
So are you missing me when I leave? Jennifer keeps saying, there I go again. I think that's what she means, that I'm leaving the
Yeah, that you keep leaving.
I think I had my iPad set to not lock, and I thought that meant that the screen wouldn't go dark. I was wondering if that was something that I was doing.
I don't know. I don't think that mine goes dark, but
yeah, my phone
is it the one that you're on that goes dark? Is it your iPad that goes dark?
Okay. Yesterday when I was trying to like transfer information from my iPad to the computer, it was turning off. So I went and I changed it. You could change it. It was on 2 minutes. So I changed it to 15 minutes. And then I thought I changed it to never last night. So I would have it not turn off today.
I turned my computer to never. Doesn't she look like an Ewok, Bobby?
So cute.
Oh, God. I guess we bore her. Did y'all see her empty mouth? She only has 7
It happened. I saw that. It like blipped off and removed. The other day we were switching sides a lot, and I was thinking, again it happened. What is going on? I'm going to touch the screen. Maybe it needs to be touched. Let me do something active.
Uh-oh.
We lost some people. You know, StreamYard sent an email. Did you read it? They said that they have now like filters and ways that we could take the count off so other people can't see it, just us. And that's kind of cool because then you know people won't say, oh, they have 50 people watching and they only have 10. They must not be popular. You know what I mean? Like ruh-roh. What, Bobby. Me? I went back.
I know.
Look,
I had to get.
Should we do a chant and say we have stuff that's fantastic and great, even though, like, you know, I have a New Jersey pin here, and it's worth at least. It's upside down. It must be worth at least $3, right? It feels like it's not.
You know, I have a lot of American Legion pins like that. And I sell them anywhere from $8 to $12.
Really? But is it because they're American Legion?
I don't know. Jennifer says
Tony, he loves New Jersey.
Lisa's home. She can finally focus. Jennifer says plus payment process fee.
But that sounds like it's not a lot. Is it a lot?
I guess it depends on how much you're
8%.
So if anybody out there does not use Flip, it uses a Chrome extension. Y'all need to use it, really. If you cross post, it is free. You can download, I think, up to 20 at a time from whatever. So I download mine from eBay. Then there's a page, like a blank. The page comes up with all your information. You can kind of fill it out because, you know, from eBay to Posh and Macari, you have to have like a whole number. So I do that and I'll add in the hashtags. So then you click on Poshmark, it fills it out. You hit the button submit. You're listed. And then you click Macari. They're working on Etsy. They haven't gotten it yet. So on the side, it'll have your listings and it'll have eBay, Macari, Poshmark. So you know that you've listed it on all 3. So it's pretty cool. And it's free, y'all.
I want to go see the Barnegat Light. I do. It's a long drive for me, though. I think it's over 2 hours. But I'd like to see it before I leave New Jersey and move to like another state.
Did we lose all the men in the chat?
Are there any men here? If you're a man, put a 1. If you're like gender fluent, put 1 as well.
No, we can. I see it.
Woman.
It's FLYP, Jane.
It's a cross-posting free.
And it also there's a cross-lister part, and then there is a sharer part. So it'll also share your Poshmark closet if you have one. Don't move, Suzy.
I have a fantasy of living in like the farmland area. I want to live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I don't want to become Amish, but I want to. I don't think they take outsiders anyway. They wouldn't want me. They call us English. So.
Oh, Heather grew up in China?
Bring on the boob talk.
The men will perk up. Well, I know Greg was going to...
Maybe they left when we were talking about anal beads. I don't know. I would think they'd perk up for
that. It probably made him want to clench or something. I don't know. What's the minimum?
You said the guy stuck around for the anal bead. This is happening a lot now. I'm backing and going back and forth, back and forth.
Lisa said they stuck around for that chat.
Maybe I have my notifications on for YouTube, and every time I get a notification, I blip off or something. But I get a lot of notifications. You know, this didn't happen 2 years ago when I was online for 4 hours in a row.
I guess some do, Jane.
What?
From some of the books I read, like smut sometimes. I used to read it a lot, but she said, do guys like the beads? And they did. Some of them did. My boss that I used to work with, she goes, what are you reading? She goes, you reading that trash, like, love stories and stuff like that. And she'd come up to me and she goes, my loins, or she was just, she'd make, no, not Penthouse. It's just like,
my loins are aching for smut. The bead thing. I know that there's some cultures of people,
right? Romance novels. Read just some are a little more spicy than others.
I think they think it enhances, but okay. I knew a girl. She was a little out there, and I knew her from Instagram, and then she said, "This was my new purchase," and she's laying on the bed, and there's this like foxtail coming out of her, and people were saying, some people knew what it was. And I'm thinking, what the hell's that? And she's like, she bought a butt plug and it had a foxtail.
Sorry, Heather. She says she's glad her son left the room.
I'm sorry.
Duane says the Amish are very knowledgeable. If you auction against them, they will win because they have a lot of money.
Oh. I thought that they sold a lot of their stuff. Like, I thought that their yard sales were really good for finding old stuff for good prices. But maybe that's not in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of resellers that live in Pennsylvania. She's like, why? About the butt plug. I don't even get the whole idea of it. I mean, I don't know. I grew up in a very repressed household. When I was 12, I told my mom I had a boyfriend. And we held hands. And I was 12 and we held hands. Okay. So she said, you have a boyfriend. I go, well, this guy I like, and he likes me. And she's like, don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. He never wanted to touch me. He never even wanted to kiss me. And then, of course, I mean, my life is very strange, But, then I thought, what's wrong with me? This guy didn't want to touch me. He didn't want to kiss me. A lot of the guys I dated in high school turned out that they were into men. And one guy used to I used to go out with him all the time. And he would look at me, he goes, you look so beautiful. I could kiss you now. And I'm thinking, well, why don't you? And I knew why, because he wanted to kiss the other guy down the street. But, that's okay.
Lisa and Jane are a hot mess. She goes, Sonia, are you Googling butt plugs now? Oh, she said yes.
Pearl's just being respectful about. I don't want to
Yeah,
hear.
Pearl. Let's see. What did Pearl say?
Just being respectful. But what? What?
I'm sorry if we offended anybody.
I don't.
Ish.
I mean,
she said respectful-ish.
look. If that's your bag, fine. If you want to stick stuff in body parts, do it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you formally. I might judge you a little bit. People read posts on Facebook, Instagram, on the internet, and then they silently judge your grammar and your spelling. You know it's happening, people. So people are judgy.
Lisa says she threatened all her daughter's boyfriends with a pistol. She was that crazy mom.
I saw the word pistol, and I was hoping she wasn't going to write that it was being used as a butt plug. That's all I was going to say.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Suzy, get your mind out of the gutter.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's even more crazy.
Okay, how do we even get on all these subjects? From your damn jewelry box.
Oh, I don't know.
Goodwill, see what you do.
Because the Google box had these things that looked to me
The
like,
Google
like
box.
when you look at butt plugs, or anal beads rather, they look like that, don't they? I guess they could look all different sizes, but she's going.
You're right, Joanne. They do.
People get offended by everything. I know. You could just have,
right. It's all good. Goodwill's fault.
I could put like some pink in my hair, and someone will be offended by it. It's like it's possible.
Oh my God! Heather says she's so glad she don't have girls. She'd be so worried.
Yeah, it started with the anal beads in the Google box and this cat jaw, and
yeah, my daughter tells people I'm mean too.
The food trashy talk. I was talking about graham. Did you hear the graham cracker chat, Bobby? How it was invented in my town because the guy thought his parishioners were too horny, and so he wanted to.
I still want to know how graham crackers was going to stop that.
He really thought that that graham flour would make you less sexually active. I don't know.
Maybe the sugar was going to make them. Maybe the sugar was going to make them sleepy. And
no, like there was no sugar in the original crackers. They were like saltine crackers originally. So did he think that like if you were
they were going to stay busy making them? Did people make them? Did he put the recipe out?
Maybe they were so dry, like your mouth didn't have moisture for kissing. Maybe that would be it. Or if you're like, busy,
God.
You know, like
you're gonna have to Google that later, Suzy or Sonia. Can you Google that and see how they thought that was going to stop it? Sonia's going to be our Googler.
No food talk. No food talk. Yo. Now tell me this. I lived 22 miles away from New Jersey my whole life, maybe 6 in some parts, because I was right across the river. I lived on one side of the river, and Alpine, New Jersey was across the river from me. I went to a pizzeria my first week in New Jersey, and I see Italian hot dog. And I go, are these people out of their minds? An Italian hot dog is a sausage. What are they talking about? So they're selling a sausage on a hot dog roll? I don't understand. So,
wait. Bobby says, oh, so I can put my sex toys in my Goodwill donation box now. Well, Bobby, you're going to have to go back and watch the beginning of the thing. But yeah, I guess you can. Suzy will probably end up with it.
Oh,
since she has such good luck with Goodwill blue boxes. Oh, my God. That's funny.
So, anyway, Italian hot dogs are not sausages in New Jersey. It's a hot dog.
Listen, wait. Sonia she said the crackers were marketed and designed as a diet food to help people cut down on their sexual urges.
Why would you want?
No.
If you lost weight, you would be less appealing. Back then, people liked fat people.
I guess.
So, well, there you go.
Information.
They put sugar in them, and now you get fat.
Oh, yeah, right. And Bobby, she had a jawbone in there of an animal.
Here,
Bobby says she's going to go back and look later.
This was it. And there was bead on top. Like, so you could make an earring. Isn't it attractive? I think I would attract a lot of men wearing this earring.
You might.
I should do it. I should put an earring.
Carl says she'll never look at graham crackers the same. Oh God.
Oh, she's gonna have to. Oh, are you at work? She said. Did she say she was at work? I don't know.
She said she'll have to remove
I don't know
her
what
video.
you do, but yeah, sex.
Nobody might watch our show today.
You know,
like, you know, except our little diehard people. Sex is exercise. You're on a diet.
It's true. Don't say you lose like a certain amount of calories if you do it right. Yeah. I mean, you can have sex and not lose any calories. Pretty much. I think that
it's on you clear the cookies too.
Oh, Harold's just walked in as we're talking about sex and calories.
I know. Hey, Harold. He goes, what did I walk in on? You don't want to know, Harold. You don't want to know.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure that there's some people who don't lose a lot of calories.
Jennifer said this might be the best show we ever had.
Oh.
Bobby says, Harold, hold on to your Tucci. Oh, do not erase. Oh my God.
I'm going to take snippets and make shorts out of these things. Harold, beads. We were talking about anal beads. We were talking in a Goodwill box. Okay, it started in a Goodwill box, not in like a drawer.
Likely story, sure.
Likely. Look,
no, she really was talking about her Goodwill blue box she got.
I actually once had things that I didn't want out in the public. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know, I was younger. It's not like I was younger and needed the money. I mean, it was just like, you know, things. And I put it in a box and I shoved it under my bed. And I told my boyfriend at the time, if I die, go get that box out of my bedroom and throw it.
Chris says, run, Harold, run. So Chris is still here.
I'm like, nobody gets to see that. So don't even look in the box. Just throw it away.
I know, right? Can you imagine your kids going through your stuff or your family going through your stuff?
Imagine if they just saw the box.
I mean, I'm not saying I have any, but you know.
Look, I shouldn't even say what I'm going to say, but you know, when you're not, parents die, their drawers, and sometimes you're like, "Whoa, daddy," and "Whoa, mama, what were you doing?"
Wait, Suzy says. I mean, Lisa said, "Suzy, make a short. It will bring plenty of new subs and views." Chris, if you break some more glass, I swear. She said, "Go on."
We should start doing that. Does anybody want to hear about what I found in my parents' drawers? I don't think I should say it out loud. That they might be embarrassed. But when my grandfather died, we found. Well, I was too young at the time, but
Bobby said the sad sex toy in her drawer is still in the plastic wrap.
Get that thing out. The batteries are probably burst inside of it. Now, curious, like my grandpa had pinup pictures of women from Europe, and it's like basically they look like old women.
Lisa. Oh my God, Lisa. Jane said her parents had the joy of sex in their bedstand. She's sneaking and reading it when they were out.
I thought you were getting very technical. These are vibratories. That sounds like almost like a live.
Oh my
God. Oh, go into my vibratory. Get out my.
Carol says it's sad and lonely.
Imagine like your vibratory like a room. Keep my stuff.
Right. It'd be blackmail for Lisa later. Oh my God.
Did she also say that she came out of the closet singing? That's funny.
Yeah.
There's
oh God.
I'm coming What is that about? What's she talking about? Coming out of the closet? Anyway.
Carol said she went to an estate sale and the things that was in a nightstand she can't unsee.
I still never told you about my dad's pinup girls. These are like old ladies from like, I don't know, like, can I say Italy or Armenia? I don't even know if the countries are still like Czechoslovakia. And you know, they would be like showing their garter belts, and that was like hubba hubba back then.
Right. I think some men still think that's sexy.
I guess these women were not beautiful, but you know, like people were paying them to see the garter belt. So. Oh wow. He had a pile of naked clothes. Huh.
Oh my God. That is funny.
They don't have things like that for guys. They do have things like that.
Yes, they do.
Harold, you'd be surprised. You don't go to like Amber sales. They used to have these sales after dark. They have things that look like flashlights, and they call it pocket pals, I feel. You could look on, they probably sell them on Amazon. You probably don't even have to go out of the house to get it.
I know, right?
And
they have the pocket things.
They have plenty of weird things for guys. Oh, they have whole animated partners for men. Forget about the old-fashioned blow-up dolls. They have full-fledged moving around people now. Pretty soon, women are not going to be needed in the whole process. And then one comedian was saying out loud, he's like,
"This is Harold. Google it." Oh my God! Yeah, Harold, you don't want Sonia to Google it for you.
They have stuff, but can you imagine if, like, when people start having these like AI kind of animated girlfriends, not just AI on the computer, but like women that will, you know, be around for it. And people say, and all you who think you wouldn't do it, imagine like when things aren't going right and you really need a partner.
Oh wait, my mom is watching this.
You bet one looks like
no.
Your mom. Come on, your mom.
Hi, Mom.
She knows about sex toys.
I don't know.
You don't know? She must. You know, my grandmother was she didn't know anything about, anything modern, and she probably thought that, I bet you she probably thought like sex is the curse you get when you're married and you have to do it once a week kind of thing. I think that was my grandma. Anyway, I don't know.
Sonia says, nope, Harold's got to Google it himself.
Oh, they have lots of sex toys. And you might find some in a Goodwill box when you open it.
I hope not. Oh my God. That's too funny.
They have things that look so realistically. Why am I even saying that I know that they exist? I just know. Because I saw someone selling it at an auction, but I also saw things.
Bobby says the suction toy looks interesting, Harold. Just saying.
I heard that they have these like pumps. They don't really work. That's what I heard.
Oh my God. Chris says you definitely find them in storage units. Even found one in a purse. I hope you throw the purse away. Oh my God.
Oh, I went to the bins.
Wait, Lisa wants to know if it was used, Chris.
Gross stuff in purses. That's all I'm going to say. And the green face is appropriate. But.
Oh my goodness. That's too funny. The one that sticks to the bathtub.
I don't know if it's used. People, if you have these things, wash them after you use them. And yes. They make them now that you can put them in the dishwasher.
Harold says his face is red.
Oh, sorry.
Pearl says it's over.
Never know. I guess back in the day, what did people do? I mean, well, I know what people used to do. Because, there was always like rumors about somebody who was too close with his farm animals. Come on, people.
Look at Jennifer's comment.
I remember driving my
think
friend
YouTube's
somewhere,
gonna
and I
take
kept
our video
hearing
down?
noise, and it was her vibratory thing. But did it live in a vibratorium? We. Oh
I
my
think
God.
they may ban this thing.
Oh my gosh. My friend went to the airport and the guy was checking her luggage and something started vibrating in her. And I don't even remember what it was. I think it might have been an alarm clock. And she had it set to vibrate. And he's like, mm-hmm. And she was so embarrassed because it wasn't that. And she was like, no, it's not that. It's this. And it's like, yeah, it's really embarrassing. Yeah, they have lipstick ones.
Yeah,
They
she
do.
said she kept it in her glove box.
Wow. I went to 50 Shades of Grey, the musical, and they were selling the lipstick ones at the concession stand. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
like, there's people with very big channels, and okay, this is what I heard. It's like if you go on YouTube
Emergency
and you
requirement.
put like a male body part word in the search, you not only will get lots of videos about it, you will see it on videos.
Mhm.
How do they get away with showing that? That's what I want to know. Oh,
Why in the car, Jennifer said. I don't know, Jennifer. As
I was
Jane
in the
said, emergency purposes. I don't know.
why in the car? Yeah, why in the car? Maybe she was bored on long drives. I don't know.
Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
All my
interesting.
kids don't watch this.
Some people have a lot more energy in that. You know, when you get to be over a certain age, your hormones drop off. She had to pop out for a bit, and she came back to vibrate.
Harold said, "But when you get stuck on that, stuck in traffic on the expressway,
No privacy at home. You have to drive to the park. It's like I always imagined this would be the spot I wanted to do in it.
oh my God."
Car sex. Okay.
Cheryl said she had to pop out for a bit, and she came back to vibrators.
Well, when I was 14 and the manager from McDonald's wanted to throw my bike in his van and drive me home, I'm pretty sure he had ulterior motives. Pervert. Anyway.
Right. It would take care of some road rage, Bobby.
If everybody did that, it might be better. That could be like a new option for the seats, and like instead of like heated seats, you know, they could be vibrating seats. Well, it would depend on.
Maybe it's road rage today. I wonder why.
Well, it might cause an accident though, if people were too into the vibrating seats. That might be. It would be nice though to have a massage. Just saying, I get like very stiff on my neck. Cause an accident.
Right at the toll booth.
I would like an actually air-conditioned seat. That would be really nice. Oh,
Oh,
and
I
an
know.
air-conditioned steering wheel. Wouldn't that be nice?
I tell you what, you can't have leather seats here because it gets so hot. It'll burn. They burn. If you're wearing shorts, they burn the back of your legs.
Robo, out of area. Robo. My best friend is Robo and out of area. And what was the other one I got? Unavailable. That was my other one.
Bobby said, driving and sexual toy dust.
Dust?
Why?
Why would there be sexual toy dust? What's the dust? I don't know. I don't want to even. I'm trying to imagine dust from the toy, dust from the person.
God, what? Bobby, get technical for Suzy, please.
I don't understand the dust.
Abbreviation, she says.
Okay. Yeah, I was pissed, but I figured it would spark some interesting.
She says in the beginning, and now it led to all this talk.
Well, if people, I don't know.
I don't know. I bet you my sister left the chat.
If I was monetized and I didn't get monetized, I don't know. If people gave me tips for bringing up interesting stuff, that'd be cool. But, oh. There's this. Okay, Sonia's gonna Google toy dust. I really need to know now. Now that's something I want to Google.
Oh my God. Harold said this is very educational.
If your man comes back, or maybe men too, and he has like glitter on him, there's a good chance he wasn't just at the PTA meeting.
Our business meeting.
Right.
Oh God.
They always say that. The women drop glitter when they're dancing. And if they come back smelling like suntan lotion, is it coconut? That's what my ex.
Coconut.
Oh, driving under sex toy. Now that's more helpful. Thank you. Now,
oh my God.
That'd be so funny if you got a ticket. Dust. You got a dust ticket. I would be more proud of it though. That would be like, yeah, I got one of those when I was 20. But you know.
Right.
And single mom, maybe. But would they be glittery?
Oh no, my God.
Well, as long as they don't have dust tickets. Now I'm going to think, all I am is dust in the wind. All I am is dust in the wind.
Sonia says to maintain, dust them with cornstarch, not talc, so they don't become sticky. They should also be stored in a dark, cool place, glass or metal. Thank you, Sonia, for being our assistant today.
Do you think that people thought when I held up that utensil that I had to pickle Rick, that people thought it was a sex toy? Because the girl who was running that used to sell sex toys.
Right, Jennifer? She said you might not get a ticket if you get the right officer.
That's for.
Oh my God. Suzy, I hate to stop this fun, but I've got to go mail packages. So I don't know if you want to keep going with this or
Tony took part in his business today. He always drives me. I don't have to mail the packages.
Right. Where's Nana Tink when we need her in these conversations, right?
The chat is going left. This is prime time. You know, it's prime for me to talk about it because that's when I'm on. You know. Oh, well, let's see.
Bobby says, no, officer. I wasn't on my phone. Right.
Oh my God. Distracted driving. Come on.
Right. So if y'all want to raid Dawn and Mary, they're coming on next at 12 o'clock.
Mary. Sorry,
so, yeah,
she's a
Sherry, you're gonna have to go back and watch it. You can watch it on fast forward like Suzy does sometimes.
Oh yeah, you gotta get used to the me.
I know.
Fast is gonna be hard to hear. I'm just saying.
Yes. Everybody have a good day. Good.
Thanks for coming.
Weekend, good everything.
Yeah, enjoy.
All right, and she put the Chit Chat thing in for Dawn and Mary. But I gotta go mail packages. So
take a bite out of a graham cracker and enjoy life. Anyway, take care.
Bye y'all. You want me to end?
I'll do it. Wait, we got 2 more minutes. Okay, bye.
Bye. Everybody have a good one.
Up and now.